Seamus, how are you? Close to the end of the season. How is the group and how are you all feeling about the way the campaign has gone and what's to come in the next few games?
Personally, I think it's a little bit of a missed opportunity. I think the season as a whole, in patches, we've performed well over periods, but then too many drop points, too many times we've let leads go. And when I think you look back at the season, you know, another 3 or 4 wins at this stage would give us a really good chance of making to the playoffs. So, but I think probably every team looks back with regrets at the end of the season if they don't finish in the top 7. Thankfully now we're mathematically safe, which is a nice position to be in. But like I say, I think overall a little bit of regret. I think we could have done more this season.
That's the biggest thing, isn't it? That not letting last year's relegation result in another struggle at the bottom end of
yeah, I think the owner was on record last summer saying that would be a disaster for the club if it was to go back to back. So from
it can happen.
It can happen. Yeah, I mean it's happened to teams before. From a glass half empty perspective, I suppose you want to just get your League 2 status secured as soon as possible. It's taken us a little bit longer than I would have liked, but now that we're mathematically safe, I think we could set ourselves a little target now amongst ourselves for the last 5 games of a points tally that we think is realistic to get to, and see if we can get there by the 27th of April.
Has what's happened off the field, what happened with John and Jimmy, affected you guys at all? Is it hard not to have it affect things?
I don't know. Has it affected us? I mean, it wasn't from a personal point of view at the time. It was. I think I've said it was sad. It was upsetting. But I understand that these decisions need to be made in football at times. John and Jimmy were very good to me. Andy Holt's been very good to me as well. But I don't think there was too much disruption within the dressing room, within the group, because of, we know John Doolan. I've worked with him now since the year we went up, so whatever, that's 6 or 7 years ago. There's players in that dressing room who've been with him for 2 or 3 years now. Like I say, he took a lot of the training sessions anyway. He speaks in the dressing room, and his character has not changed. He's not, he was, John Doolan, the first team coach, he's the same character. He's not tried to be anything different now that he's the manager, now that he's the one that makes the decision, now that he's the man in charge. So I think the disruption's been minimal.
Because there'll already be, as you just touched upon, a huge amount of respect for John Doolan because he's been here so long and he'll have helped most, if not all, of the squad develop. Yeah. So you've already got that as a basis to move forward, haven't you? Absolutely.
I mean, when he came in, he helped me a lot just because he was a centre midfielder. So when he was coaching me, straight away, my antenna was switched on to what he was saying, because I knew that he'd been there and he'd played that position, and he'd had a very good career in that part of the pitch. And then you look at his CV as a coach as well. He's coached right in the top level in the Premier League. Some of the players that he's coached and that have gone on to be superstars. So straight away he's got the respect of everyone in that dressing room.
Yeah, back of course from injury, and obviously such an integral part of the team ever since you came here, Seamus. So I guess now it's making sure you get as many points on the board as a group, impressing the managers, as you say.
Yeah, I mean, the year we went up, we had a very strong finish the previous season, and that kind of rolled into the following season. We got off to a really good start, hit a blip around Christmas, and then finished like a train and went up. So I think it is important that you try to finish the season as strong as you can, get as many wins as you can for the dressing room, but also for the fan base. I think they want to finish the season on a high. They don't want to see us dropping points and turning up in the Clayton end and going home after another defeat. I think we owe it to them. They've been great to us this year. I know we've only got one more game against Tranmere, but I'm sure they'll travel to the away games that we've got between now and the end of the season. It'd be nice to give them something to cheer about and a few good journeys back home for them.
4 successive away games. Yeah, quite unique, that.
Yeah, strange that one. Yeah, it's just the way the fixtures have fallen. I think because Newport being rearranged and also Mansfield being rearranged. So yeah, it was funny there against on Saturday to know that it was our second last home game, but we still had another 5 games to go after it. So yeah, 4 away games on the bounce, Saturday, Tuesday, and then Tranmere on the last day at home.